Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lorraine Alternative Homesteading, and I just want to out one of Mikayla's cyberstalkers. These are the stalkers that are trying to control the narrative of what happened to her. And there are hundreds of people now on the bandwagon to discredit her, claim that she took her own life, and that she has mental health problems, and blah, 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 blah. So now I posted a comment on her video called Rescuing a Bobcat. I will show it to you. I'll show you what it looks like. And I said, in my opinion, this woman would not take her own life. Something else is going on here that nobody's catching, blah, 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 blah. And I got 3 responses. I got totally attacked, and I can't find the other 2. And then there was a witch that actually chimed in. I looked at her profile, and she is a witch. But anyway, this is one of the people, and this is his comment. Let me read the comments. He responds to me immediately. This is an immediate response. As you sit on the toilet, you don't have a clue, so don't speculate. Her husband found her and stated what happened, not your delusions. So let me show you the creature, the cyberstalker, who's discrediting not only me but other people, wanting to control the narrative. And obviously this is one of the people who's been harassing her and or his group. The name is @ubervike. You can't find it by searching online. It's just so hard because all the Ubers are popping up and all bicycles are popping up. But let me show you what this person wrote so you can see that I'm not lying here. Okay, so Ubervike. Let me just I'm not going to be able to respond to it because I actually blocked this person from my channel. But when you go to all of these people's channel, they only leave, they've only left a comment, like 1 or 2 comments on the videos that they're trying to discredit or change the narrative of. Okay, so it's not here anymore. So when I go back to Rescuing a Beautiful Bobcat, it's dated, it's 4 days ago. People are coming back to these videos. And these are the comments. No one could ever known that she was suffering so much internally. I can't rewatch her videos without breaking down. I'm sorry for your loss. This woman was a hero. Just like Ethan said, keep an eye on all your loved ones. It's not my business to know exactly when this video was recorded, but I think it's safe to say recently it was posted 2 days ago. Even the smiling and seemingly happy loved ones can be going through unimaginable pain. Huge loss for this world. She was a brilliant, beautiful heart. And one person says, for all those who had a hand in what led to this, may these consequences always weigh on your conscience. Well, I'm going to add, they don't have a conscience, which is why they're able to do this. For all those who had a hand in what led to this, may they suffer in the pit of hell for all of eternity. They do not have a conscience. If they did, they would not be able to do this. Another person says, I find it unfathomable that we live in a time where people are bombing each other to death, and here was a genuine beacon of hope. But a bunch of people, lowlives, spent their time harassing her to unaliving herself. Someone just trying to do good and prevent suffering. You can't even tell she was struggling. The night just gained one of its brightest stars. Ubervike, as you sit on the toilet. You don't have a clue, so don't speculate. Her husband found her and stated what happened, not your delusions. Well, I'm going to say something, Ubervike Cyberstalker. If you had a conscience, if you had a morals and values, if you had a wife that you cared about, and you saw what he saw, he would automatically come to the conclusion based upon what he allegedly knew about her. All these fake diagnoses, you know. When he found her, this is what he automatically considered. He was emotional, devastated. He wasn't thinking out of the box that maybe somebody did this. He wasn't thinking like that. He wasn't thinking as a targeted person. He probably doesn't even realize what that means. She probably didn't understand what that meant to be targeted. Their YouTube channel gets taken down. Their website gets taken down. Not once, twice. Just like me. Just like mine. Then just recently, one of their foxes died. Like within the last month. Just out of the blue. Hate, cyberstalking. They even created a Reddit account on SaveAFox. And then, after she passed away, they made the Reddit account private. I hope somebody investigates that Reddit account. I'm not on there much. I don't join those chats, and I just don't have time for this. So let's see what other comments people have made. One person writes, intuitively, these concerns came up in my heart too. After listening to Ethan speak, I'm very concerned about Mikayla's daughter and all of those animals. Another person writes about rescuing a bobcat. Unfortunately, the signs wouldn't be on video. But as a person who's lost someone, there are signs. You just got to know what to see. Well, I'm sorry for your loss. Now, are you seeing signs of being falsely diagnosed and the negative side effects of medication, including suicide ideation, aggression, restlessness? Are you seeing those signs of medication, negative side effects? Or are you really seeing what's going on? And you cannot compare any of your loved ones to this woman. You can't. I've read all these comments that people are making. Oh, well, actually, mothers will unalive themselves in front of their children because so-and-so did so. Okay, well, your so-and-so who you're referring to is not this woman. You cannot compare anybody else that you know to her. Obviously, from looking at her channel and what she has accomplished and done, how she interacts with these wild animals, there's no comparison. Don't compare her to your grandmother that this happened to. You're an idiot. Insanity. Making all these stupid comments. That's all I can say is it's stupid to compare this woman to anybody else that you know that this may have happened to. And no, we don't know what went on behind the scenes, because anybody who was targeted like she was, you don't know what she was enduring with energy weapons, with home tampering, food tampering, medication tampering. And how do I know? Because like every other targeted person out there, we are being poisoned. We are being interfered with. We are being manipulated. But I'm in my 60s. And to the best of my knowledge, when I was 29, none of this was happening to me. It didn't start happening until I was in my 50s. I had already lived my life. Unmedicated, no drugs, no smoking, no drinking, no meat, no soda. I don't know how she dealt with it at 29 years old, 28, 27, 26. But you can clearly see in her photos from a few years ago that her face was plumper than she was today. And that's what energy weapons do too. They destroy all the fluids in your body. It's not just stress, regular stress. And I hope, I pray that Ethan performs an autopsy. He may just want to, you know, get on with it, deal with all the horrible stuff. But there is something else going on here. And no, you stupid vibe person, why don't you get off the toilet? Oh, and that's something, you know, the toilet thing, there's another reference there. There's another reference to knowing who these creatures are. They make reference to feces, urine, blood, toilets. Come on, guys. Who are these people? They're the kind of people that like to perform sacrifices on the solstice. Oh, and it didn't happen any other day. It didn't happen like on her birthday, March 5. You know why? Because they have to wait for the best timing. The timing is everything. It's sort of like the day before my birthday. Every year, now for 10 years, there's some horrific skit show that I'm drawn into. What about May Day? May Day. May 1st. When their energy weapons under the guise of a cat attack. While the cat is attached to my legs, a perfect triangle was cut in my forearm. And I can't show you. Oh, actually, you know what? I can show you the scar a year later. And a year to the date later, they break into my cat's building and ruin the eyes of 8 kittens, 3 of which passed away. So here, guys, I'm going to show you what my scar looks like. A year later, from the triangle that was burned, a nanosecond away from that vein. Well, look at that. Doesn't that look like a triangle? Look at that. Yeah. I had no scars on my body until I moved to Kentucky. 0. So this is my rant for today. Outing one of Mikayla's Cyberstalkers. Feel free to block him if you can find him. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading signing off for now.